I just tried to go live and OBS completely shut down on me. So here we are again. Wasn't initially planning to go live, but I'm working on something pretty cool for Cellcath and wanted to just go through kind of the live build here, as one of the goals here is to build in public. But while I wait for, actually it looks like Claude Code just wrapped up. So let me check my deployment here. But one thing I added last night, just a cool little thing, move my camera, is this little music player. And it's got some default stations here. So I'm on the deep focus right now. We can go to synthwave, jazz, lo-fi. This is pretty quiet right now. Kind of want to change this one. I don't love this station. Half the time I turn it on, I'm not even sure if it's on because the music's so quiet, but sometimes it does hit pretty good. There we go. And then also the ability to add in, sorry, one sec. Fix this. All right, that should be good. Anyways, also you can add in YouTube videos here. So what's cool is in here to recents. I want to listen to some crazy AI rock and roll. I absolutely can, which is awesome. But we'll put on something a little more chill. Let's try this. All right, so now this is pretty good. Adjust the volume a little bit. All right, and we can pin this, you know, we can resize it, we can keep it pinned, put it anywhere we want, or we can just exit out of it. But let me confirm this deployment is live, and then I just want to test this thing real quick. It's gonna be a real quick stream, but I want to test out this new builder. Let's go to deployments. Move my camera back. Cool, our latest deployment is live. So we're gonna do a hard refresh. Play our music again. And we are working on this new Vibe build tool, essentially. Everything else in the platform is run on our end, you know, the voice agent and all the other AI stuff, but we do give users the opportunity, if they want to, in our integrations, link up Anthropic or OpenAPI, or OpenAPI, APIs for both of these. And by doing this, you can come in and essentially have Claude Code build you out a landing page or whatever you need through your own subscription. Reason I did this is because a lot of people in my ecosystem who I teach, who I coach, they go into something like Claude Code and they feel completely lost and they feel overwhelmed and they end up not doing anything. So is this the way to get the most powerful possible amazing website or funnel built through Claude Code? No, but that's not the purpose. The purpose is to give somebody who has zero experience and is feeling overwhelmed a good, high converting landing page that will honestly do just fine. And make it as easy as possible for them. So let's test it out. For this one, we're going to do an opt-in page. I believe I had some of these answers already written out. Love it opt-in page. I'll write it myself, so let me get dialed in. And I do need to make a note. I'm gonna add this to my queue. For the vibe builder, let's make sure Kath has the ability to read the messages aloud instead of just typing them. Let's also replace the Kath icon with the orb. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my queue. So we have a whole voice agent here that you can speak to, has a good voice through 11 Labs that we linked up, so want to utilize that as much as possible, so we'll add that in to get that in our next round of fixes. Get dialed in. I've got their pain as poor checkout conversion rate. Okay, so it's confused here based on, let's make a note of this too. The Kath bot is asking for my goal for the opt-in rate, but it's confused on the pain point. It's pulling the pain point from the onboarding from what I said my biggest pain point was, poor checkout conversion rate, not the biggest pain points of the actual ICP of this offer. So we're going to put that in as well. The pain point is that they want to get better at pickleball. You know, I was gonna give it another queue for another bug, but let's see if it asks that eventually. So let me confirm the pain point here. Promise on file, train with a proven system instead of guessing. What does life look like after this works? They feel confident in their dinking on the court. So one thing it hasn't asked me, because I told it was an opt-in, it's not asking, it didn't ask what is the opt-in, like is it a webinar, is it a free lesson pack? So interestingly enough, the first version I ran of this actually had a bit of a better onboarding here, actually setting the stage for the funnel. But there were a few other things with the actual outcome. So I'm gonna go through this, we'll see what the actual outcome looks like, and then we'll send it back to Claude Code for our next round of revisions. How long does the transformation take? $30 days. You know, I'm just gonna send these to Claude Code now because I'm really not liking. I'm doing a sample on the Vibe Builder right now for an opt-in page, and the questions Kath is asking are terrible. They're not in alignment with what an opt-in page should be. For example, it's not asking what the goal of the opt-in is or what type of page it is. For example, is it a free course? Is it a webinar? Something else? The questions it asks need to be very dialed in and specific to the actual selection that we made when choosing what kind of funnel we're building. Let's get Claude Code to deploy a team to build out a much better, high quality build out experience so we can really nail the outcome. And I know you guys can't really see right now, but I'm giving these to my Claude director in another tab here. Additionally, add in those two other fixes that I gave above and give me the commit. All right, so we're gonna let the director agent give us our commit for Claude Code. Phase 1, agent research defined. All right, so it's going to go ahead and deploy. So let me go back and see what some of the onboarding for some of these other ones are like after I get this. So let's see, sales page. All right, so my director agent over here is writing a whole commit that we're going to give to Claude Code. All right, so let's grab this. We'll send this whole commit over to Claude Code. All right, that's probably going to take a bit. But man, I'm actually now I'm really liking this lo-fi station that we're on. Lo-fi hip hop. Let's see what some of the other ones have for us. All right, so Claude Code is deploying a swarm of agents. I think you could do as well. So this YouTube video I had that I was testing was just music, but you could actually watch YouTube video in here. So if you are someone who's short on screen real estate while you're working in here in Cellcath, you can actually come in here and have your video playing while you're building out a workspace or whatever it is you're doing, which is pretty cool. One other thing I worked a lot on yesterday, a little bit on the stream that we did after and before, was dialing in all of the funnel tracking.
Only 9% of visitors scroll past the halfway point, meaning the page is losing nearly everyone before they see your offer. Test moving your key CTA above the 25% scroll mark to capture the 29% who do engage.
See, like this is awesome right here. So we built our own Cellcath Pixel. You install it on your site and it's going to track everything in real time. It's going to show you the health of your entire funnel. So obviously if we had more stages, this would update, because what we can actually do is we can custom map all of our funnel steps, which is really cool. So we can put in all our URLs. Like for this page, for example, we have 2 different checkout pages because we have 2 different plans. So I can map both of those as checkouts coming from the same sales page. So if you have a super extensive funnel, this will just diagram the whole thing based on your custom mapping, and the pixel is going to track everything and show you the health of everything. We can see all of our drop-offs right here, as we just saw.
Only 9% of users scroll past halfway.
We get this summary from Cath. You can see it broken down by steps. We can see the complete heat map. We can see the scroll depth. We can see all of our sessions, and we will be able to replay. Let's see if the replay is working right now. Yeah, I still need to debug the replay. Add that to the queue. Add to the build queue, we need to debug the replay feature on the session replays for funnel tracking. Right now, nothing plays. Oh, I love this part of the song right here. This part rips. All right, and then our drop-off percentages here. And what's cool is we pretty much have built everything out like as widgets. So again, the whole purpose of the HQ is that this is your home base between all your offers, because you can swap between offers here.
Cellcath AI.
You can have unlimited offers.
Here's where things stand.
So if I came into Cellcath and I went to the VSL analyzer, there's nothing because I haven't set anything up for this offer. If I come back to
TZP training system.
Here
Here's
it is.
where
So
things stand.
everything is specific to the offer, but the HQ is where you can have one place that shows everything for all of your offers. So I think I was playing around with some templates. Let's clear the HQ. Because Claude Code's going to be working for a little bit here. All right, so add a widget. So we have templates here that you can add. Recently used. All right, so funnel flow, and I can select. Right now I just have that one funnel, TZP, but you can have unlimited funnels that you're tracking and sort between and swap between for any offer. We'll choose that TZP one, add it to the canvas, and now I can see it right here. So I could have a section right on my HQ to just track all of my different offers. I believe this is in the 24-hour period, but I should Add to our queue for the funnel flow widget on HQ. We need to be able to sort by time frame, 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, or whatever the same thing is on the funnel tracking page. Because on funnel tracking, we can... So last 7 days and last 24 hours are pretty much identical because I only just installed this pixel, I think, yesterday or something like that. So that is accurate, though, which is good. All right, here's our widgets now that I like. We definitely... Oh, my camera shut off. Need to buy a new camera. This one has this 30-minute timeout, which is super annoying. But not a huge issue. But yeah, I've got a ton of AI agents, a bunch of stuff running right now, the stream, so normally it's much faster, but obviously before we launch this 2.0 version on Friday, we're going to do a whole optimization. So right now our 1.0 version is live, it's getting great results for people, but it's nowhere near as capable as this. This 2.0 version is slated to launch on Friday, which is very exciting. Yeah, you can come in here and just add in anything you want. The full calendar system. I also have post-launch. I will be linking or building more integrations. Right now we have the Meta one, but this works for me because I'm in the admin. I do need, I'm still in the review process with Meta to get this working across the board, but we will get there as fast as Meta allows, but they're not the fastest. So this will track all your ads and all your ads data in real time and do the same thing as the funnel, give you all the health, tracking everything based on the entire diagnostic system and benchmark system that we've built into the software. Warn you, send you emails, let you know, give you alerts on if something's breaking, if something needs fixing, and coach you in real time what to do. You can link it to your Go High level, so that makes it a little bit easier just to grab funnels. You can just link that all through GHL. On the AI integrations, let me add this to the queue. Add to queue integrations for Anthropic and OpenAI. Let's have those each be their own item with both of the company logos. Your OpenAI and Anthropic APIs you can add in, and that is really only for the Vibe Builder, which is what we've been working on and what Claude is working on. Everything else is covered on our end, but if you want a guided system to build awesome landing pages or whatever it is you need, you can use the Vibe Builder and just link up your own Claude code or your own Claude account or OpenAI account and just use your own subscription, but not have all the technical side of it. The Claude code still plugging away on our upgrades that we asked for. It was a decent amount for the Vibe Builder. Offer ideas. So I want to clean up this UI a little bit, but this has actually been one of the things that our users had a lot of success with. For example, you need an order bump. The system, when you go through the onboarding, right, so when you add an offer, you go through a quick onboarding process, and between what you give it and then it doing a super deep 9-level scan of your funnels, or of your funnel or anything you give it, right, it's a very detailed process but also very quick and easy. It will do a full market research analysis, and you can quick generate these order bump ideas. So let's try it. I'm not sure right now because I'm in a dev test build here and I've not gone through the proper onboarding, so I think it has limited context of the offer, but let's see what it spits out. Because this is one of the things that people have said they've had a ton of success with, because they didn't have good order bumps or didn't know how to build good order bumps, and they used these. And as you can see, it gives it to you based on the estimated take rate, it gives you the price, and it gives you the average AOV lift. And it gives you the whole breakdown. So far, these have been working really well. These are all grounded in research. And that was the quick generate. You can also do it with the deep research. It takes a little bit longer. but the ideas are definitely stronger. So if I click add to funnel, alright, so we're going to want to fix that. Add to queue on the offer ideas. If I generate an idea and click add to funnel, I just get a grayed out screen. So what this should do, okay, actually, that's not even what it is. It's just showing it way down here.